My name is Dianne MacKenzie, and I am the director of the Ghostlight Children's Theater Company. We are actually a subsidiary, a new group that's forming with the River Cities Community Theater Players, which is the adult group that has been working here in Bullhead City for about 10 years. Actually, this year we have 14. They're a great bunch of kids. They've got a lot of energy and excitement and a lot of talent. I'm shocked at how wonderful they are. We hope to grow the group every year going forward. We've got a 1, 3, 5, 7, and 10-year plan. So we hope to grow to a full actual producing children's theater company with a full season of their own in about a year. We know we have to walk before we run. We also have to build up our membership, our kids, keeping them interested, and also just the logistics. There are so many logistics involved with creating that. So, but yes, we absolutely hope to have a full season in about a year and a half. The camp itself, we actually are doing 4th through 8th grade. We decided to take a specific age group just because it's easier to find proper plays and performance material to fit the specific niche. The theater company itself is going to be everybody. We're going to go from 3 and 4 years old if we need them up to 18 years old. One of the big things that I also want to do, I'm really interested in cultivating some of my late middle schoolers through the high school years as leadership roles with the company. So they're going to have the opportunity to learn to be stage managers and directors and actually produce shows with us and for us, not just an adult run thing. We want them to experience everything that the theater has to offer, from costumes, lights, sound, everything. It's an experience that everybody loves when they get involved. It's an experience that everybody usually does more than one job in a community theater because it takes us all. And the more they learn, the more they get to specialize in their areas, and they will find a niche that works great for them. We're trying to focus mostly on their acting skills. We're trying to give them the tools so they can learn how to think on their feet and being good listeners. That's one of the first things you need to learn on stage, is to be able to listen well to everything that's going on around you instead of just waiting to hear your next cue. It helps with your reaction time. We're helping them with emotions. We're helping them do all those acting things. We're also giving them just a little taste of some of the other things that we do. Today they made their costumes. They're very simple costumes, but they made them. So they're going to have their own designed costumes they're going to wear on stage. We're going to work on some basic set design that they're working on. They're actually going to take a field trip across the facility on Thursday. We have somebody who does lights and sounds over there, and they're going to get to see what lights and sounds will look like and work like. So we want them to expose them to as much as we can. We're trying to use all the proper terminology, just giving them that good solid foundation. So when they do step into the community theater venue, they're going to be ready. The end goal actually is to provide a fill for a hole that we feel is in the community. These kids, you get to about 8, 9 years old, and maybe you're not the athlete that you were when you were playing soccer in elementary school, and you get into school, and the arts are so limited here in this town that we want to make sure that they have the opportunity to learn and explore and grow in those areas. It teaches them to be leaders. They learn how to take criticism, constructive criticism, which is a great thing, but more than anything, they learn acceptance. They learn how to work as a group. They learn cooperation, all skills that they need in life to be successful. And that's the biggest thing. Now, to come back to what's our main goal obviously is to have a regular season. We'd like to do 4 shows per year, full children's productions. We are going to be starting not this coming Christmas, but next Christmas with a production that's going to be the Children's Theater inaugural performance, and it's going to be called The Greatest Christmas Pageant Ever. So we're really excited about that. It's a show I've always wanted to direct. So we're hoping in the meantime we can continue to build interest. We're probably going to be starting monthly weekend workshops for kids to come, work on some of the skills they've got, because we don't want the momentum, that we're gaining here at camp to wane too much and have to start all over again next year. We're going to expand to 2 weeks next year. Because we realize that we just can't get it all done in a week. So we're going to make it work this year, but we'd like to be able to do more and, down the road, expand them even further out. Let's get them over to the Aquarius and let them see their setups backstage for some of the shows. Let's get them to the Riverside. Let's take them places. Take them to other theaters over in Kingman and, do field trips. Let them see other shows. I mean, those are all things that I've been able to do before, and it has made a huge difference in how they connect to the theater, because it's not just acting.
So you guys are putting on a stage play
Yes.
this time.
Yes.
With the name, and just tell me about it.
It's called the 12 Angry Pigs. It's actually an adorable adaptation of the 50s classic 12 Angry Men that starred Henry Fonda. It's basically the 12 pigs are going to determine the fate of the big bad wolf. And it's got a lot of really cute humor, and it's really giving them the opportunity to showcase a lot of different things, emotions and interactions and things. So they're doing a fantastic job. I know you got to watch them for a little bit. They're doing a great job, and we're just starting. So the big thing is we're doing it all in a week. That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
So what we've decided to do, in all honesty, yesterday we were a little out of sorts trying to figure out exactly how things were going to run and time-wise and stuff. We figured out the kids and we figured out what we're doing. Today we're doing all our education in the morning. So every morning they come in, we do our improv exercises, our acting exercises, our motion exercises, all those things, movement, whatever it is we're working on that day. We have lunch, and then afterwards it's show. We're hitting it hard for the show in the afternoon. So we're doing blocking today. Tomorrow we'll start refining some of that. We'll work later this afternoon one-on-one with them to help with the lines. We would like them to get it to memorize. Memorizing a whole show in 5 days, it's a hard thing to do. But these kids are going to rise to the occasion. So if they don't, it's okay. We're going to have some help for them, because we know a week's a short time. But, we're just looking forward to everybody who's going to come watch them on Saturday or Friday night and come enjoy the show. And obviously, whoever wants to come, it's free. It will be here in this room. We're going to set up here, and they're just going to put on a fantastic show for friends, family, community, anybody who wants to come see us. So we're actually at Suddenlink this week, the Suddenlink Center, which used to be the old elementary school. We're in room 706 and 705, 706. We're the old media center. It's a great room. It's air conditioned. It's great in here. That's where we're going to be. The performance is at 6 o'clock on Friday night. It's about a 30-minute show. We will probably do a little bit of awards at the end of the show for the kids, just to thank them for coming and all their hard work. But we'd love to have the community here. We'd love to see what they think we're doing here, so that we can show them that we are doing something that's important and valid and fun. And the more kids we can get interested, the better. So we're all just so excited, and I have this passion for this with the kids. I know I've seen it firsthand. I've seen what it can do for students and young adults firsthand, and how they have gained so much from it. And I have success stories that I could spend an hour talking to you about, but I know you don't have time for all that. But yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And ultimately then they grow into the adult community theater, and then that continues to thrive. And we're working hard to bring the arts back to an area where they've been kind of lost. Actually, this year we were going to do a show that was called the Most Epic Birthday Party Ever. It was a much larger cast, and when we didn't have quite as much interest in the camp as we had hoped, we had to make a last-minute decision, and I found this show, which I am absolutely thrilled with. We couldn't have found a better show. The company that we are using for the Epic Birthday Party, they're tremendously helpful and encouraging with our new venture, and they are letting us save it for next year. So next year we'll be doing that production, because we already have the rights to it. Hopefully next year we'll be in a bigger venue, bigger stage. This room is great. I love it. It's fantastic for our purposes. And the other thing I want to mention that I haven't had a chance to do is we're all volunteering. We were able to offer this camp for free to all of these kids. We want to make sure everyone has exposure to this. So the River City Community Players decided to underwrite it 100%. I don't know if you've ever put on a production, even small like this, it takes money. So we're always happy if anybody is interested in throwing some bills our way. We're okay with that, because what we do is really important. But even without that, we're going to make sure that the kids get to do it for free. There are a lot of camps they can take $200 and $300 a summer. A lot of families in this town can't handle that, and we don't want to discriminate from anybody because of that. So it's really important. We're here at 9 o'clock every morning, and we're done at 4:30 every day, and they go home tired and fed and hopefully full of a lot of energy for the next day. And all of my counselors are volunteers. I took a week off work. I'm on my paid vacation right now. This was important enough to me to do that. And my daughter is here. She took a week off work to help. Another one of our counselors, I actually flew out from Ohio, because she was so important on the artistic side of things for me, that she was able to come out and help us as well. Took a week off work. You know, Karen Bodewin, she's done with school for the summer, so she was available. She's volunteering. We do it because we love it. We do it because we love the kids. And I also have these 3 great peer counselors too. We brought in high school kids to come in and help because we want them the opportunities to learn how to be in leadership roles. So it's a win-win all the way around. So hopefully the kids are having a great time. I'm a director, so I tend to get a little strict at points, but you have to. But we have a lot of fun. They laugh a lot. We have a lot of fun things that we're doing. And like I said, next year we just hope the program just grows and grows and grows. We have a Facebook page. It is called the Ghostlight Children's Theater Company. You'll know us from the purple and white masks on the gold background. You'll find us very easily. Any questions you have, just message me through that site. There's also a email there, which is ghostlightrcctp@yahoo.com. And you can also get in touch with me directly. There's a number on the website. You might get somebody from the box office for River Cities, but they can get information to me. So email me, Facebook me, whatever you need to do. Ask your questions. Obviously, I love to talk about what we're doing here, and I will be happy to bring in your children and let them be part of this. And actually, it's everybody. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. You're part of this. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, young or old, athlete or not athlete, quiet, artistic, a gamer. It doesn't matter. There's a place for you here, and we want you to be in that place.